Coming up, pro bowling's all-time great Jason Belmonte enters the fray here in the 2025 PBA playoffs. One of the only top-tier events he's never won. Is this Belmo's time to shine in the postseason? His journey starts next on FS1. But Strobel Arena, Thunderbolt Lanes in Allen Park, Michigan. It's the 2025 PBA playoffs rock on. So we're now getting ready to get our other semifinal berth taken care of. We had E.J. Tacken and Graham Faw win yesterday. Now, tonight, Andrew Anderson, Jesper Svensson, Jason Belmonte, and Chris Fye, the winners who move on into that semifinal bracket. Hello again, everybody, along with multiple Hall of Famer Randy Pedersen and Kimberly Pressler and Randy's fan base. I'm Dave Lamont, delighted you could join us here tonight. Well, as always, eyes on Jason Belmonte every time he bowls. 2025's been okay to him. He has a title, but that was doubles. Singles titles, it's been a little dry spell.
Yeah, it sounds kind of funny when you say he's had an okay year and he finished third in the point list, but no, you're right. And in this event, he has made it to the top 8 4 times, only advancing to the semifinals once. His last title, well, in 2023, climbed not 1 but 2 step ladders to win the Tournament of Champions, his 15th major.
And then 31st career PBA title. Well, so far this began as 2 sweeps in a row. Boom, boom, 2-0, and this race to 2 was done in 2. However, we've had 4 straight roll-offs since then. And in our Bold TV highlights, we go back to a week ago and back-to-back roll-offs.
Starting with Chris Fye and young Ryan Barnes, and this would go to a roll-off indeed. Ryan starts off red hot, 279, wins game 1. Chris Fye comes storming back to capture game 2, 234 to 185, and then in the roll-off, Fye wins it 59-40. Our next roll-off, well, that involved 2 southpaws, Jacob Buttriff and Jesper Svensson. Jacob would win the first game 200 to 192. Svensson ekes out game 2 by 2 pins. But in the roll-off, Svensson was perfect, 4 for 4. He wins the roll-off 60 to 39.
And he earned a spot against the number 2 overall seed, Andrew Anderson. Both Andrew and Jesper standing by with Kimberly.
So Jesper, last week when we saw you on this pair, you said you struggled to get comfortable. So what's the plan tonight to get comfortable early?
Well, a good start always helps, but yeah, I mean, I understand I may not be the crowd favorite here today, but you know, it's going to be tough, but I'm going to give it the best and, you know, hope for a good match. All
right, good luck to you tonight. And Andrew, you're sitting at the number 2 seed, so clearly you have had a really good season, but you're about to take on one of the most powerful two-handed bowlers on tour right now, and you're more of a classic style kind of guy. So how do you navigate around all that power?
Yeah, I'm going to have to throw some really good ones. You know, I think there's going to be some energy in the building today, and I'm going to use some of that and see if I can't put Jesper in a little corner and take advantage of it.
All right, good luck to you tonight.
Thanks.
Well, to paraphrase the movies, nobody puts Jesper in a corner.
I was going to say, does anybody put Jesper in the corner?
I'll tell you what, though, Jesper's got a point. While Jesper is a loved bowler, Andrew's not from too far away in Holly, Michigan, so he will have some fans.
Huge.
Yep.
Huge fan base. Jesper without a 200 game.
And he's still here.
And he's still here. I bet that changes tonight.
Going to have to.
And of course, after I said that, he does that. 3-7-9.
Well, the match last week against Jacob Buttriff was just 2 guys grinding out, making tough spares, getting some bad breaks. They were around the pocket frequently.
Jesper's carry stunk.
Yep,
Looked like Graham Faw's carry yesterday.
That Graham won, though.
Graham did. He gutted it out. He's tough. That's a tough Canadian.
Oh, well, that got mildly interesting there. 3-pin in the vicinity of the wall where the 7 was, but tough start. Now here's Andrew Anderson. Number 2 overall seed. Truly solid 2025. Picked up the PBA Mike Albee Nevada Classic in Reno, beating E.J. Tackett. He was second at the U.S. Open. He was the #1 overall seed. And that's how he did it.
Guy's been red hot all year. What a turnaround in his career.
Well, third of the PBA Chameleon Championship, 12th at the Worlds, and 6 top 10s in 2025.
Big, tall, lanky kid, and he really uses his legs nicely for leverage. Kind of an old school throwback style with power. He's got all the tricks. He can really tilt it, rotate it up the back. He's going with urethane on that left lane. It's been a common thread. IQ Tour 78U.
Stop, and I guess they stopped enough before it became a disaster. And his rise to the ranks just from 2023. 2023, he's 34th on the points list. 2024, he gets the Roth-Holman doubles with Chris Prater right in this building and finishes 15th on the points list. Now here he is, #2.
Yeah.
With a title, singles title.
You saw it all start to change for him last year in Portland, Maine. Jesper's Arsenal IQ Tour 78U. He'll be using that on both lanes.
Oh, I don't know how that could have happened. I don't. If you watch the replay, if we show a replay here, watch something fly by the 5.
Yeah, I mean, watch this pin action here. This pin goes flying right in front of the 5 pin, and it goes so fast. I'm surprised the vortex created by that pin scooting across it and sucked the 5 off the deck.
Oh, boy. You know Jesper doesn't have the home court advantage now.
He's not missing this.
I know. He doesn't know they're doing it. Well, he probably knows they're doing it, but I think he can handle it.
High game for lefties thus far. Grandpa, 210.
That leads us to our oil patterns, powered by Kegel.
And it's the dual pattern, the Hardwick pattern, named after the Hall of Famer Billy Hardwick. On the right, 44 feet in length. Players who play more towards the track, move into the center and feed it to that track area, a little more to the outside part of the lane on the shorter bat pattern at 37 feet.
Nope. Soft 10 for Jesper. Maybe just a little high. Not by much.
Jesper actually hitting the same arrow on both lanes, just with 2 different angles. 95% of the time, this 10 pin is converted on the PBA Tour. And Dave, you know how I know it's 95% of the time?
I know, but why don't you tell everybody else?
Well, because our dear friends at Lane Talk give us all that great information week in and week out. If you want to be a better bowler, head on over to lanetalk.com and download the free app.
So Andrew Anderson, who owns the only strike in the early going, and this race to 2, and we'll give you the details on that in just a moment, but it's pretty simple. Just get to 2 points before the other guy does, and if we're tied after 2 games, we'll go to a roll-off. That'll be a quick one. 9th and 10th frame roll-off. And that is bad.
That's not what we wanted.
Well, he's using a DNA coil that's reactive on the right lane, and that pocket 710, that stinks. It's a horrible break.
He took a run at it, though. I like the effort.
4 times in the history of the PBA on television, it's been converted. The last time, by the Ginger Assassin.
Ah, that's right. Mr. Nyer.
Obviously, urethane ball, his angle is going to be much straighter, much more up the lane, even though the pattern's shorter on this left.
Yep.
No, it's a quiet 8-pin, so neither bowler off to a hot start.
He wanted this one to grab a little bit sooner and come up the hill, but just the 8-pin.
Well, if any one of the pros on tonight's show bowls a perfect game, everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling. Pre-register. Visit GoBowling.com and sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. Won't be this game, but we've got more.
Interesting watching Graham yesterday, Graham Faw. He liked the left lane better. I think Jesper likes the right lane better here tonight.
Okay, there we go. What you just saw there, everybody, was a clean wipe on that 6-pin presented by Dude Wipes.
No fear, all clear because of the trip 6 for Jesper Svensson. Hello.
So Jesper's first strike of the match. Can't double.
You know, I think he likes the right lane better, the longer pattern, because he can go straighter through the front. This time, no trip 6.
What is missing on the left lane in the early going
Well,
here for him?
it's a shorter pattern.
Right.
So it's going to hook more.
Okay.
So because it hooks more, he's got to create more angle. He can't play that same straight direct line. The ball never hold its line to the pocket. We saw it at the Tournament of Champions, right? Just a couple of weeks ago, he's playing farther left than any other player on the telecast. You saw Buttrick was playing. He moves way left, pipes it just outside of first arrow, and throws it hard and straight right up the gut. That's what he likes to do.
And he dominated that tournament, too. Qualifying, he was first or second the whole time, practically. Also, by the way, he made a 7-10 in qualifying in that event, and so did E.J. Tackett. That's a pretty shot for Double A.
Yeah, great touch.
And that kind of touch helped him at the National Bowling Stadium in Reno, Nevada, win the PBA Mike Albee Nevada Classic presented by Pilgrims. It was a rematch of the U.S. Open final. This time, Anderson beats E.J. Tackett. That was right after Tackett had won the longest roll-off in PBA history. And that was Andrew's 5th career singles title and his first since the Greater Jonesboro Open, June of 2018.
We all saw it coming. No surprise to anyone.
Yep. Lane, man.
I think he's too deep, or he's got to get out of that urethane ball, but it's not picking up. Back-to-back light shots on the left.
All right, clean for Andrew on that pickup. So in this race for 2, it's close. Neither player really able to string any strikes at all. We're looking for our first double of the match from either bowler in the race to 2. It's close in match number 1 of the PBA playoffs at FS1. The PBA on FS1 is sponsored by Go Bowling. For friends and family fun, log on to GoBowling.com to find a center near you. So Jesper Svensson with a little bit of a lead, but again, both players with an open frame, and already 6 single pins have been left by both.
Started with the open frame in the first, then that wild 5-pin, 7-pin, and the only strike, the trip 6 on this lane.
Oh, that's unfair.
Ugh. Ramfaud did a lot of this yesterday. Just 9 spare after 9 spare after 9 spare, not counting the roll-off. He had 12 9 spares in 2 games.
And
12.
made every one of them, though, to his credit. He left nothing, you know, that really, I think, made as much a difference as anything else. No silly open frames.
Not an open. Covered everything.
Yeah.
Made the bucket, made the 3-9, covered everything.
We promised a little more detailed explanation of the race to 2. It is, I think, simple. You win a point this first game. Whoever's going to win this first game is going to get a point. If that same bowler wins the second game, good night, everybody. We'll see you in a week. Or we'll have a roll-off. It'll be 1-1, and we'll have a roll-off that covers the 9th and 10th frames. Should there be a tie in a game, we'll have a roll-off of 1 ball. Which could happen. There you go.
I mean, the 7 almost didn't fall there. It's like,
yeah, that was a late. Take a look at how late this is.
can anyone get the corner out on that side of the lane?
Yep, 565 rev rate will do that too.
You're back.
I'd like to introduce you to Double A.
He's going to take a re-rack too.
All right.
Ball went clean by, but there you go.
Had one come off the wall and take the 9 out. And we are still tied up.
Take a look at the numbers for the 2025 PBA season. Strike percentage virtually even. Same really all the way around. Maybe a slight edge for Andrew in the clean frame percentage, but pretty tight between these two. Wow, he cleared out a lot of garbage.
I just think he's too deep on that lane with the urethane ball. He's got to be farther right. I think the break point is fine, but I just think his feet are too deep. Light 8-pin, light 2-pin, light 2-pin on the left lane for Andrew Anderson. And now a chance for Svensson. Get up here and go bang, bang, and take the lead, set up the 10th frame. Can Jesper carry a corner pin on that right lane? Only 1 strike on the right. That was a trip 6 in the 4th.
Only 2 strikes in the game for Jesper. Excuse me, that would be 3 strikes.
Yeah, well, usually when you jam it right there, they're going to go down. And now it's a 10-pin advantage for Jesper heading into the 9th. Using 2 different IQs, try to see if I can't get some information on the layouts that he's using. But again, remember, we have a dual pattern, long on the right, short on the left. Oh, oh my! Late kick on the 7, baby.
That's the double that he was looking for, and puts a lot of heat on the back of Andrew Anderson. Make it 3 in a row now for Jesper. But a double coming off of Andrew's last frame.
What a big hit there in the ninth, setting up the 10th. No matter what Andrew does, cannot shut out Jesper. Take a look at the max scores, folks, right there.
Yep. All right. He's still going to fight his way through here.
Now, I'd like to see Andrew make a move on this left lane and just kind of move his feet right, maybe leave his target alone and just kind of square that angle up a bit. All right, so he stayed in the same locale, but he just got a little softer with his ball speed, and that helped the ball pick up.
Trying to put a little bit of pressure on Svensson for the 10th frame is Andrew.
Get there.
Nope, light.
Not.
Well, anything else? Nope. Max shrinks to 196.
Another light shot on that lane, staying in that same zone.
Well, strike will end it. Any kind of mark will end it. That was almost not a mark.
Wow.
Yeah, we agree. That was nearly a disaster for Jesper. Watch that 10 pin go down late.
Huge break for Jesper Svensson. Covered up. Grab game one. Take advantage of this nice break.
So looking ahead here, Randy, Andrew Anderson, was it a matter of execution, matter of equipment, both? What was it?
I don't think he played the left lane correctly.
What is the correct way, in your view, for Andrew?
I mean, I would have liked to have seen him throw one shot where he actually moved right with his feet, maybe kept his target the same, maybe upped his ball speed and just jammed it. Kind of like what Jesper's doing on that right lane.
And Jesper has the advantage over Andrew Anderson, 1-0 in the race for two. One more point for Jesper, and he will be in the semifinals. It's the PBA playoffs on FS1. So Jesper Svensson may not have the home court advantage or the hometown advantage, but he has the advantage of the match here in this race to two in the PBA playoffs, leading Andrew Anderson 1-0.
Hey, let's go down to the floor and talk with Storm Tour rep Rob Gottsel. Rob, what adjustments does Andrew Anderson need to make on that left lane?
Yeah, I mean, he's putting 12, 13 at the arrows, and he's trying to get it to like 6, 7, 8 down lane, and each one that's gone light has gotten to 4 or 5 down lane. So he's either going to square up and just roll it, or he's going to try to keep his break point in. But really, it's a tempo thing. As the slower he gets, the more online and more inside he is.
All right, Rob, thank you.
Player of the year in 2018 was Andrew. is a kicker on the 10.
Much straighter up the lane that time. Much better result on the left lane for Andrew Anderson. Watch this leg kick on the 10. By the way, the last game for Jesper, 205, his high game.
And here he is leading.
He's still here.
He's still here, and he has the advantage.
That Iceman has not thawed out yet.
Nope. He hates it.
Yeah, because he got it wide. Cover the spare, and it looks the same as 9 spare versus 7 spare. No difference. He said something interesting when we went to break, too. He still was kind of muttering about not being comfortable.
Well, that was an issue a week ago, and
right.
he figured it out, but he said that. And it is interesting that still, with all his accomplishments, his skill, all that he can get uncomfortable. And as a tribute, yet still perform well enough to win.
Yeah.
Jesper, who owns 2 PBA Tournament of Champions. So when he did in his younger days, heck, he's only 30. There you go. Whoa.
Not this
whoa,
again.
Whoa. That looked like what happened to him a week ago.
Yeah.
Living in the pocket and not getting much change out of it.
Living in the pocket and not getting much change out of it. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, remember pocket 7-10s and solid 9s, and he kind of had a whole lot of ugly going on last week and still managed a victory. Still, I like that shot. It was a good shot. He gave it room to the left. It came back. And he's leading in this 1-0. And as we've seen, if it does go to a roll-off, anything can happen.
Well, the interesting thing that has happened is the bowler who wins the second game has won the roll-off every time.
Shot. Right in between 3rd and 4th arrow. That break point being around 8 on both lanes.
Look out here.
Yeah, that was tugged.
Nope. That would have been interesting, but nope.
Big time tugger here. He's got a little work left. All right, no chopper.
Conversation with Rob, I believe.
I just touched the holes a little bit, and it's a little up lane. Felt like I had no chance.
Offline. Like it just got offline.
That felt like it got offline immediately.
Okay.
That looked good, right? Yeah.
So he seems satisfied with his tempo, but shot's just a tiny bit off. And Jesper trips a couple that time. I want to remind you the registration for the 2025 PBA LBC National Championships is open to bowlers of all skill levels. The PBA LBC National Championships is returning to the Chicago area and includes a division for everyone. You can compete in singles as well as optional doubles and team events, and even combine your scores with the professionals. Enter today at pba.com/LBC tournament. Okay,
There you go.
saving a beauty on the 7.
Yeah, and think about what would be if there was no solid 8 the last time he was up on that left lane. This time, kicks the 7 out for a double. It looks like he's a little afraid to shape it on that right lane. He's really up the gut, real forward with his roll, and was very fortunate to trip the 6-8 out last time on that lane.
And Anderson stalks the pocket.
Jesper needs to hope that Andrew doesn't get comfortable on the left lane, because if he does, he's going to be in a world of hurt. It's the only thing that's keeping this close.
Was into that shot right away. You could see in the distance.
Players go down to one knee. They like it.
Absolute perfection from Andrew, who's now doubled. He's got 4 strikes and 5 frames. Jesper working a double off of 2 spares.
And that last shot on the left lane, Anderson actually bumped it in a couple boards.
Interesting. These guys between them have 4 doubles titles. 2 for Jesper, 2 for Andrew.
It's all about having the right teammate, brother.
Oh, Jesper, 2-4-7. He missed one wide left, and that one was just too deep.
Just a bad shot.
Chopped right through the face. 81% on the PBA tour for this 2-4-7. And that percentage is now a little below 81. And a stunning mistake there for Jesper. The lead grows to 24 for Andrew Anderson, who looks to be in very good form. And Jesper has been given a shot clock warning for the first shot in the 5th frame. You got 25 seconds to get off your shot. Yeah, nice recovery for Svensson that time. He did not let one bad frame become 2. But the intrigue continues. Are we headed for another roll-off? That's Andrew Anderson's hope, and the hometown crowd here in Michigan would like to see him get one extra shot or 2 at Jesper Svensson. We go back to Easter Sunday, the PBA Tournament of Champions powered by 1800 Tequila, AMF Riviera Lanes, and Fairlawn. And the #1 seed, Jesper Svensson, picked up the major championship, knocking off Jacob Buttriff for his 2nd career major, 13th career PBA title, and that thrust Jesper into the #7 overall seed for the 2025 PBA playoffs. So Andrew Anderson is in an excellent form, and after losing the first point. That's not going to get there, but for just a flash, there was a 7-10 there. The 10 was kicked aside.
Yeah, that was a crappy break. That should have struck. 10 gets kicked out. No reason for the 7 to be there.
Look out.
No way.
Okay.
Way.
The good news is that Jesper's lost on the right lane. Bad news is that Andrew just let Jesper that much closer. and his lead is now just 11.
Andrew was the captain of the 900 Global team in the PBA's Battle of the Brands.
I think he needs to get out of the urethane ball in that lane.
Silly.
There's too many shots that have done that.
Just doesn't have enough energy?
No. It either burns up early and goes high, or it does that, unless he throws it perfect. All right, let's go down to the floor and talk with Rob Gottschall one more time. This time it's about Jesper Svensson. He looks totally uncomfortable on that right lane. What's the advice you're giving him?
Yeah, he just had a bad shot in the first, and then the fifth, he got caught by someone in the crowd, didn't regroup. So now it's just about getting his feet under him. He's going to make a little move to the right just to get away from his early friction. So as long as he makes a good shot, he'll be okay here.
Thank you, Rob.
And they're caught by the crowd. Hang on here. Oh, boy. The caught by the crowd is what caused Jesper to end up getting that warning from the tournament director.
He's got to move back to where he started. That still went high, so I'd keep going in that direction if I was Jesper.
Well, the max still favors Anderson despite the open frame in the sixth on the missed 7-pin.
All right, last couple on this left lane, solid 8, and then followed up with 2 strikes.
And well, you would think that that pin would have crowned the 7.
Pretty good shot.
At the 4, just
Yeah, there was a few pins that intercepted the head pin that was looking to come across.
yeah, he looks as confused as we are.
Again, if it does go to a roll-off, he just has to find a way to get comfortable on the right lane, and he'll be okay.
Yes, but you know who's going to make him finish on that lane? Oh, the higher seed.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but his are the only ones that matter. Colin Cowherd is the most interesting man in sports. Don't miss The Herd, weekdays at noon Eastern, only on FS1.
Get there.
He talked his way into that strike.
All right, so I'll ask you a question, my friend.
All right, hit me.
Which lane does Jesper not really care for?
The right.
Which lane does Andrew not really care for?
That would be the left.
Okay. See where I'm going?
I do.
Okay.
So Andrew Anderson will have lane choice in case there's a roll-off, and he'll start on the left.
All right, which means Andrew would finish on the right.
Correct.
His favorite lane. And Jesper would finish on the left. His favorite lane.
Ooh, so what do you do if you're Andrew?
You finish on your favorite lane.
That's what I thought you were going to say. Oh, yes.
That's big. That's big.
That's bigger than big.
Come on.
Because that was a clean wipe presented by Dude Wipes. Nice gentle touch on this wipe.
6 pin, second to the right. Love tapping the 10. This is a big shot because it's Jesper's last on this right lane before a possible roll-off.
Oh, look out. Oh, come on now.
And wait to bowl some more on that lane.
Jesper saying, I can't wait to bowl some more on that lane.
Yeah, right. I was actually looking for him to move a little bit more right and create a little bit more angle on that lane. Certainly didn't do it on that shot. So yeah, that's the dilemma when we go to what looks like we're going to go to this roll-off.
Yeah.
You've got two players that only have one favorite lane.
I'm with you, though. I think you take the offense and you finish on your favorite and make the guy execute on his favorite.
He's locked in on that lane. And right now his brain is going, all right, what do I do on the right lane?
Oh, I don't think there's any question about it, and I'm sure he's already figured out that he thinks Andrew's going to make him start on the bad lane because Andrew's so hot on the right lane. It may come down to how they manage their worst lanes as much as they manage their best lanes.
Yeah. If Jesper strikes out, Anderson will need a mark. Hey, another 8-pin.
Yeah, why not?
All right, we're going to go to another roll-off, my friend.
And the winners of the second point have yet to lose in the PBA playoffs in the roll-off. So Andrew Anderson has that going for him, which is nice. And again, we will jump right into the roll-off. We won't have any break. Andrew will probably has already made up his mind. He will tell the tournament director what he wants.
Yeah, and those words are going to say, I'll start on the left lane.
And Andrew has the higher seed. So he needs just 6. And obviously his chances are quite good. Like,
you agree?
He's going to.
His words are going to be, I'll start on the left?
Oh, yes. I'm with you on that. All right.
Oh, there's another. That's a pretty unusual hit there. Ripper 4-pin?
Well, why not, as Jesper said.
I mean, we've seen a little of everything.
This has been a pretty funky playoffs so far. Some of the things we have seen.
It's been all over the place. You just never know what's going to happen, right?
The re-rack. My re-rack or timeout, whichever one.
Well, now what would this be?
You gonna try different balls, phase 2?
No, it's more so like, what do I do if I start on the left lane? Right?
Oh, you gotta start on the left lane.
Gotta go ask him.
Oh, yeah.
His good lane is the left lane as well. My good lane is the right lane, so we both finish on a good lane.
Yeah, okay.
Think about it.
Aha.
I told you.
All right.
I mean, it makes perfect sense, though. I mean, ball in hand, you want to finish on your bread and butter lane.
All right, come on.
And that's the right lane for Andrew.
Well, we need an answer right now.
I need 1 second.
I still think you got to finish on your good lane. It's offense.
I'm going to start.
By PBA rules, one time must be
Does he look? Does Andrew look convinced to you of that strategy? I might be misinterpreting this, and I apologize if I am.
I'm not sure it's 100%.
In his mind, Rob Gottschall's dead on. He said, go on offense.
He's like, I think that Andrew feels like he can probably get by flip-flopping it and putting Jesper on Jesper's bad lane.
Right. But Gottschall's point was the point we both made. Offense. Make a good shot here, and it may not matter.
Beauty here by Andrew Anderson.
Now he works on controlling his breath while Jesper's fencing. gets his bad lane to start on.
He actually moved left. He got away from that zone, moved left, made a great shot, and the carry gods got him. Oh my goodness. Hard to believe anything could be standing up after that. That was just an assault. All right, good cover. Well, throw 3 here and see what happens.
Make him beat you.
So, for those of you keeping score at home, if he throws 3 here, his total score will be 50. That would force Andrew Anderson to get 2.
You kind of expect him to throw 3 here. By the way, we haven't even mentioned these guys coming up. We still have Jason Belmonte and Chris Vai.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, both that guys.
Yeah, I mean, we're just so locked into this. It's like a chess match almost,
it's
right?
Once again, Jesper dragging us along for the ride here.
I mean,
with
guys,
these intense matches.
His high game's 205. He's had 3 190 games and a 205.
But yes, the winner of this will take on the winner of the two-handed battle between Jason Belmonte and Chris Vai. Jason's first appearance in this year's playoffs, but let's get through this first.
Big one. Want some? Get some! What a beauty there by the Iceman. One more forces Andrew Anderson to double.
On his favorite lane.
Go, my goodness.
Go. All right.
That's not all right. That was a big miss out. And now Anderson, strike 9 spare.
Can I use it?
Gives him 49.
So Andrew Anderson has this opportunity to make the semis in his hand. Strike 9 spare to get it done. This shot here has to be a strike.
Hasn't struck on this lane his last 3 shots.
Oh, get lucky.
Over. Unbelievable finish.
That wasn't my best.
Wow.
Jesper Svensson's meat grinder continues. It's unreal. He gutted it out again.
Thank you, Detroit.
The number 2 seed, Andrew Anderson, has been taken out by the number 7, Jesper Svensson, who takes up one of the 3 semifinal berths.
Jesper will join Grandpa as our last 2 remaining Southpaws that are headed to the Final 4. What an incredible match. Unbelievable.
Well, let's get to our frame of the game presented by Beatbox. It can only be one frame.
Well, Jesper made Andrew Anderson show up in the 10th. He had to have the first hit. He goes right through the nose. 3-6-10. You heard him saying that needs help as soon as he let go of it. Svensson survives yet another match.
The frame of the game is presented by Beatbox, the original party punch. Beatbox, what's your flavor? Please enjoy responsibly. Yep, he is moving on. But who's he going to bowl against? Well, it could be Chris Vi. It could be Jason Belmondi. Vi, also a guy who came from one game down to winning a roll-off. And this is Belmo's first appearance in this year's PBA playoffs. They are next. A reminder, our coverage of the 2025 PBA playoffs continues next Sunday in FS1 with semifinal action noon Eastern right here from Thunderbolt Lanes in Allen Park, Michigan. Back here at the desk with Randy Pedersen, Dave Lamont here. You know, we have a lot of fun times with Kimberly Pressler's pressing questions presented by Go Bowling, but this edition, it's personal.
Tom, have you ever dated a bowler?
I will never date a bowler.
Why?
Because we're all crazy. So I don't. Plus, I want my girlfriend to think I'm a good bowler. So if she was better than me, I don't know how some of these guys date these professional bowlers, because those girls can bowl, and I don't want any part of them. So never date a bowler, ever.
Yeah, my wife Tina was on Team USA, like, I don't know, 15 years ago. So, hi, sweetheart.
Do you guys ever compete against each other?
Tina's theory is that we're screwed financially if she's beating me bowling.
Yeah, my wife bowled for Australia. I was bowling for England 20 years ago, and that's how we met.
Do you guys ever compete against each other?
No, she whipped my ass so many times. We used to play for like household chores, and I'd lose every time. So she had to quit. My ego couldn't take it.
My wife and I have been together since high school, so no bowling for her. She did bowl league with me a long time ago, and we used to bowl doubles. And it was the one thing I used to always say to her, like, honey, of all the things in the world that I could maybe tell you what to do, this might be one of those places. And I came to realize very quickly, even in a bowling center, I still couldn't tell her what to do.
Cameron, have you ever dated a bowler before?
Why are we talking about my love life on Fox Sports? I'm the only bowler that I've attempted to date didn't want to date me back. So bowlers out there, actually, nah, let me not even say that out loud. So we good. That's it, cut the cameras.
All right, thank you all very much for that one. Listen, we got another match.
Yeah.
Chris Vi, who came through the first round defeating Ryan Barnes, and now we get to see Jason Belmondi.
Yeah, we've had some great matches. I'm not really sure what to expect, really.
We need IVs after Jesper's last match.
That last match with Andrew Anderson and Jesper really took its toll on me emotionally, mentally. Two great players, two-handers coming up. You know, you've got the winningest player in major championship history going against Chris Vi, who just came off of a win where it went to extras. So it's going to be a great match.
By one of those guys who lost the first game, came back with the second point, and won the roll-off. They're 5 for 5. Will we have another roll-off? We'll find out. Now, the PBA is proud to have Boulders to Veterans Link as the official charity of the PBA Tour. And at tonight's BBL Salute to Veterans, we welcome U.S. Army Reserve Sergeant Belinda Stenson, who served for 10 years. Thank you, Sergeant Stenson, for your service. And to donate, please go to bbl.org.
Thank you for being here, Belinda. Awesome.
All right, the bracket is being updated. Right there, Jesper Svensson squeezes out another tough match.
Yeah.
And he will be back May 18th at noon on FS1 Eastern Time, taking on the winner of this little tilt, Jason Belmondi versus Chris Vi. Belmo is the higher seed. He wants to go first. .30-second title this year with Bill O'Neill, the Roth-Holman doubles. And a urethane start for Belmo.
That is a thing start, my friend. Our last match, I was a little surprised at the scoring pace. 213 for a high with Andrew Anderson and Jesper Svensson. I think the scores are going to be a bit higher in this match.
Well, Chris Vi could not have gotten off to a worse start. in the match with Ryan Barnes. Didn't strike in his first game until the 6th frame. He got that out of the way quickly. But he rallied in the second and won the roll-off.
Yeah, it was a great comeback by Chris. He just grinded on him and then took it to a roll-off and won it 59-40 against young Ryan Barnes. But congratulations goes out to young Ryan. What a season he's had. Chris Fye using Attention Star S2 on the right lane and IQ Tour 78U, U meaning urethane, on the left.
And that's right through the nose, and he nearly big forward.
Gotta get it further right than that.
And you can hear him say, gotta get it further right.
All right, Jason going with Rockstar on the right, IQ Tour 78 on the left. Oh, he's way in.
And he's way off on this one.
He's way in, and it still went high. Big step to the left. See, a lot of the two-handers do that. We saw Simo do that.
Backup ball.
And that big side step to the left, you know, since you don't really have an arm swing, right? It's to get the hips cleared and out of the way so that you can actually swing the ball back and forth. A little bit of a backup ball, so reverse rotation. It's actually rotating in the opposite direction as their strike ball.
And players will occasionally use that on first shots if they feel the conditions warrant it.
Oh yeah, he's bringing the heat. And you see how nice and straight in front of him he is with the urethane on the left lane.
Well, there's anything you can add to that. Just perfection from 15-time major champion. Now Vi will try to counterpunch. And again through the face.
Gosh,
not far enough right. You touched on his first matchup with Ryan Barnes. Got off to a pretty slow start, but hung in there and grinded on him.
Well, the interesting thing about that match last week was he started to bowl better after the first strike, but by that point Ryan had just run him over. Ryan bowled a gorgeous game in the 270s.
Shot 279, I believe, the first game.
You are correct.
Yep.
But Chris kept it going in the second game where Ryan did not, and that was the difference.
Yeah, Ryan kind of lost his reaction on that left lane, and Chris bowled a tidy 230 to force it to overtime.
Let's take a look at our tale of the tape between Jason and Chris. And strike percentage, and with Belmo with the edge there, and second on tour in strike after strike percentage, and clean frame percentage virtually identical. There you go.
Good shot.
Belmo versus Tackett. That's what you wanted in a major championship. That's what you got back on March 22nd in Reno. EJ on top in that one. Ooh.
Okay.
3, 4, 6, 7, 10 through the nose. I mean, he's way in, just not enough angle yet.
I think he'd better hurry.
He's going to get it right side, or try to get it to the right side of the 3-pin and cut it over. See if there's backup rotation on this shot or not. Oh, no, he's going to hook it.
Now got too much of the 3. He knew it right away.
Yeah. Again, the hesitation of getting the ball too wide.
That's what's keeping him.
That's what forces the in misses.
Okay.
For both players. For all players.
And tumbles.
Taken.
Pocket collapser there for Jason. Getting a lot of traffic out of the way. That's better. Yep, you see the ball kick away the 9.
Good shot there.
Yeah, good shot there by Chris Vi.
Come on. Keep building on good shots.
And Chris is the first bowler to double.
Keep building on good shots.
He tried to build on a good shot and threw another one.
He did. You hear that chatter, the ball going down the lane with it. It's more pronounced with the urethane balls. That's the ball actually rotating over the logo. And because the urethane balls don't flare very much, it'll stay on that logo longer.
Flipped it up into the 10 to send that into the pit. And Chris Vi and Jason Belmonte in the opening of our race to 2. First to 2 points will move into the semis to take on Jesper Svensson next week on FS1. So Belmo looking to double for the first time in this match. He had that disaster in the 4th, and so far this lane that he's about to step up on has been difficult for him. Staying with the same ball, but that right lane, he hasn't been close. That looks a little bit better, and he does kick him up.
Yeah, that had a bit more room. Let's go down to the floor once again at Talkway Storm Tour Rep Rob Gottschall. Rob, what advice would you give Jason Belmonte at this point here in game number 1?
Yeah, really the right lane, just a little too much shape, so he squared up on that one, gave it a little more speed, just so he's not going so far away from the head pin and playing so much downline motion.
Thank you, Rob.
Come off it.
You got exactly what you hoped for right there. So Belmo beginning to catch fire in the middle of this opening game between he and Chris Vi. It's 3-bagger for Jason. Beautiful.
Just keep making good shots.
Yes, sir, that was.
Just keep making good shots.
Nice shot again on the right lane for Christopher. He's only missed once on the right, and that was in the third frame.
Oh, no.
Come on.
So unnecessary.
Over 500 rev rate, and again, you hear that little chatter. That is him tracking directly over the logos of that urethane bowling ball.
Got it. May not have been happy about it. Might have been an issue with the line, but he did manage to make it. Memorial Day weekend, the greatest spectacle in racing comes to Fox. The 109th Indianapolis 500, Sunday, May 25th, only on Fox.
It's right around my birthday.
Always a fun watch.
In case you wanted to get me something.
Well, you know, we were on the air during mine. And, didn't get anything, so I'll have to think about that.
No, Jason.
Tug.
No.
Big miss. Last time up on this right lane, he actually moved right and then amped his speed up. This is just a full yank.
So it's not the ball, it's just that he is not executed.
Right. That shot there was rubbish. And now he's left himself with a very tough lead because of the back pin, the 9-pin. 3-6-10's tough enough. I think it was Andrew Anderson that called the 3-6-10 the 3-6-10 split.
Yeah, it was Andrew. That's right. Absolutely. It sure doesn't help to have an extra one back there. And he'll look at it.
Better get it right. Oh, he didn't think he made it.
No.
Caught just enough for the 6-pin to drive it into the 10. And still maintains a 5-pin lead. Boy, these matches have been kind of stressing me out, Pards.
They are stressful matches.
Right?
This isn't everybody going up there and bombing the pocket and we're getting 289, 279.
There was like 2 games where I was like, oh, okay. One was Kyle Troop because he struck 11 out of 12.
Right.
Shoot 265, right? It was a total blowout. In Ryan Barnes when he had 11 out of 12 for 279. That's it.
We've had so many bizarro leaves. We've had so many ringing this, solid that. And on cue, a solid that.
I'm sorry, what did you say? A solid what?
That. I cleaned up my language.
Right on cue. Just as it came out of your mouth.
Jeez.
Watch this.
There goes the ball.
But it's like 9.5.
And something flew out of there and made contact, but just not solid enough to take it down. So Vi now takes the advantage in the max score. But something bad will happen to him. It just happens to everybody in this thing.
Oh, David. Something bad will happen to him. So
I don't want it to. He's a great guy. But just the way things are going on right now. Just insane. There you go. There's a 9-pin set where it deserves.
He likes that lane.
Good shot.
Our last matchup. Andrew Anderson liked that lane as we take a look at Papa Vi. Of course, Mama Vi's at home watching. Miss her cookies. What a great family.
No, they were here
Was Angie
Earlier
here
in the playoff? Oh,
was
yeah.
she?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed her.
Oh, I didn't.
It means cookies. All
Yeah,
right, big
yeah.
shot here in 10th. Got to get up. It does.
How about that?
Shot.
Boot the 10 away.
Good shot. Good shot.
Yes, it was.
And he can lock Belmonte out.
Ever since that start in game 1, right? It's like if you would have erased that first half
Tony,
of
can I
that
get a
game,
redirect, please?
and then look at what he's done since, it's been pretty strong because I think he closed that first game out with like a 4-bagger.
Oh, yeah. No, he really started to bowl well. And I remember us talking in that match about, hey, wait a minute. Now, Ryan's got this point easy, but Chris is beginning to look like he's got it figured out.
Yeah.
And what would happen in game 2? Ryan had to fight back. He wasn't able to. He lost his look, as you mentioned, and 5 moved on. That was like a tortoise and hare kind of thing.
Yeah.
Great shots. Great
Can't
shots.
dispute it. He
Great
just
shot.
needs 5 here to get the first point.
I want you to watch his finish.
Good job.
How about that? He didn't move.
Keep
He didn't
stacking good
flinch.
shots.
He let go of it. It was that perfect.
Just keep stacking good shots.
Again, just needs 5. We'll get 5 times 2. And the first point goes to Chris Vi. That's not always a good thing around here, but maybe Chris will be the exception after what's happened in the last 5 matches. So he leads Belmo 1-0.
Well
so
done.
here's a chance for Jason to change equipment, which he has done. Not surprised about this.
Yeah. Looks like he went to an XL. Oops, sorry, no, Tour Dynamics.
Yeah, good reaction there. Didn't get the strike, but still.
And just looking ahead, after the 3rd frame, Chris Vi only left 2 10 pins, never missed the pocket. That's a good sign as Jason's looking at another ball. Looks like an identity.
And Belmo still not striking, but getting some intel. A 4-bagger finish for Chris Vi, including all 3 in the 10th. He leads Jason Belmonte 1 point to none in the race for 2. Well, there have been happy times for Jason Belmonte in this building at Thunderbolt Lanes because the #1 seed beat Jacob Buttriff for his 21st career PBA title and his record-breaking 11th career major win, surpassing Earl Anthony and Pete Weber. However, he needs to conjure up some of that 2019 magic right here as he trails Chris Vi 1-0 in the race for 2. And there's smash.
Locked in. Belmonte, 1 strike on the right lane in game 1.
All right, so he went through a couple of different bowling balls in the 10th frame. Let's see what he comes up with here. Comes up with a solid hit.
His 2nd strike. on the right lane.
And that one was pretty pure.
Our first 2 matches in the playoffs. Clean sweeps. Ever since that, everything's been a roll-off.
Yep.
No wonder why I'm a wreck. It's too much stress, Dave.
If it follows form, Belmont will win this point and then the roll-off.
Right.
That trend started with Jesper Svensson against Jacob Buttriff last week. Then Chris Vi over Ryan Barnes, and we've been doing it ever since. Slips that right in the pocket.
Come on.
He looks very comfortable.
Come on.
Well, he's pumping himself up.
Those eyes staying on the target. Beautiful finish. Big dude, man. This is a big dude.
He didn't miss arm day.
And he doesn't usually miss arm day.
But I like what he's doing. His mental approach, very positive.
Yeah.
Talking himself, good shot, keep it going.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. You know, he's kind of the right-handed equivalent of Grand Fa. They're always around. They're always contending. They're always dangerous to grab a W here and there. The consistent producers, and that's why they're both in the playoffs.
Yep. Chris Vi, our 6th seed. Graham Fa, 4th on the point list this season.
Oh, that's a bit unfortunate.
I think he liked that. I kind of liked it going down the lane and then it never grabbed.
And nothing took care of the 8. That would be an unsolid 8. Have to think that was a decent enough shot to feel good about, even though the result wasn't what he was expecting. And the problem is, in this deal, when you've had the second game, it tends to be that the bowler with the 1-0 lead shows a little weakness in the second game. And that allows the opponent to jump in. Right now, Chris Vi is 3 for 3. Oh, no.
Saw that one coming.
What do you mean by that? He saw that one coming.
His location and the shape of the ball going down the lane as it entered the pocket is all about entry angle. Either that or he's like clairvoyant.
I was going to say, he's got no trouble with his vision.
I mean, there's just times where you throw a shot and you're like, that's going to ring 10. And typically it happens when, for a right-hander, they pull it and they get it inside of target. It hits a little bit more oil, and it scoots down the lane another half foot. It goes a little bit longer down the lane before it hits the pocket. And when that happens, typically it's almost always a ring 10.
Didn't hook it. Oh, wow. 2, 4, 8, 10.
Well, this was only a fraction right of his last shot. He must have missed it off his hand because the break point was like just a board right of his last shot on that lane.
A tick under 9% conversion on this.
Come on.
And again, Randy, as I said, has been the habit of these second games.
Move on. Throw a good one here.
There's always a big mistake made by the guy who's up a point, and it opens the door for the person who lost the first point, and that would be Jason. But the lead still is minimal, so plenty of bowling left.
Wow. That looked like a trip big four.
It was. I was about to say big four. What big four?
Oh, watch this. Let's see if we can get a good look at the last four that go down. That's big four. No more. All right, let's see if Belmonte can put something together.
He doubled to start the game. 9 spare since. Oh no.
He goes up the lane a little bit, it goes high, gets it a little bit to the right, and it hangs. And that is a bad sign.
Is it ball change time?
Something has to change.
And Jason's going to step away. Something might have caught his attention. Looking over to the right.
Sorry, Tony.
Maybe open the lane up more on that right lane. Move in and try to shape it more.
Keeping the same equipment and just moving his body first?
I mean, if he uses that same ball and moves, it takes a pretty good sized step to the left. He's going to have to slow his ball speed down to shape it.
So the max now favors Chris Vi.
Okay. Tony, can I please just take a timeout for a second?
So you hear Jason requesting a timeout from tournament director Tony Lanning. Going to stay with that urethane on this lane. The issue becomes, what does he do on the right lane?
I think what he needs to do on the right lane is go to a bigger ball, move in and shape it.
This has been his left lane game plan, and it wasn't well executed.
Very fortunate, just the two.
Yeah, I think I was just a little left. That's okay. We'll figure that one out.
Well, you better hurry.
All right, that's fair.
So through 5.5, Chris Vi has the advantage over Jason Belmonte and max score. Belmo trying to figure out both lanes. Is it the equipment? Is it his execution? Or is it his opponent? The PBA playoffs continue on FS1. So we pick it up with Chris Vi, top of the 6th. No spares through 5, hasn't had to shoot him. And the 2-4-8-10 got him in the 4th. Alrighty then.
And the lead back to Vi. Another beauty right here by Christopher. As we take a look at the gun show, letting go of that ball. Yeah. Which way is the beach? It's that way.
I don't know if you heard, I said 1,000.
Yeah, 1,001, 1,002. Oh, it burns. Uh-oh.
Got it.
Oh, my goodness. Well, that lane's been stretched enough now where if you miss in and your feet and eyes are in the right spot, it should hold its head up. And it did that time.
That's going to put a lot of heat on Belmo's shoulders. He has not struck since the second frame.
Yeah. And Belmonte has been in full diagnostic mode.
Bounced that one a little bit, and he is in deep, deep trouble.
Okay. So we can't get around it. Can't get up it. We can't go slow. What are we going to do?
I just don't think the ball's strong enough for him to shape it.
What are we going to do?
And he's in big trouble.
Yeah, he's going to have to be super aggressive with this and make that attempt. This is about a 9% conversion rate.
Maybe.
Nope. We're getting close to Chris Vine moving into the semis against Jesper Svensson. We already have E.J. Tackett versus Graham Faw in a one-handed righty-lefty matchup. We already know that the other semifinal will be a two-hander. Jesper on the left, and one of these two on the right.
Must strike.
No. Wow. He has thought of just about everything you can think of, Randy. Try this, try that, try, you know.
Yeah, like I said, he's run the full diagnostics test, right, on what's going on, but never figured out the right lane. And close on the left. But
and unlike the other games, the guy with a 1-0 lead didn't have a bad game, isn't having a bad game. One messed up frame is all for Chris in this second game.
Three-bagger, open three-bagger. The open came on this lane, fourth frame. Whoa.
Got away with one.
Yep.
Didn't miss that one.
Three, 6, 10. Must pay it respect. Kind of like that. Well done.
Yep. All right. Good spare.
You can see how tough it is. 80% tour average.
Yep. 1 out of 5 don't get made.
Man, Belmonte got off to a nice start, right? Starting with a double and then oh man, was that good. All right, spare here. He's going to be in the 220s if he can fill 20 in the 10th. You can see Belmonte's max score 209. The spare here. If he converts a 10 pin, it'll be all but over.
He's been as solid as you could ask a guy to be in this 2 games. He's doing the math in his head, knows what.
One shot. See if we can't mix them up.
There's the ball change. Went to an identity.
1 Loft didn't mix him up. Just one of those days.
We tried a few things.
Yes, you did. Where no matter what you tried, it just didn't click. Some of it execution, some of it.
There's days like that, right?
Yeah, no matter
it
who you
doesn't
are.
matter who you are, what you try, what ball you throw. It all looks the same.
Well, that one got away from him. The whole match got away from him, unfortunately. So Jason Belmonte, the #3 seed, has been eliminated from the PBA playoffs by Chris Vi, who will advance to the semifinal in an all two-hander battle versus Jesper Svensson next week on FS1 at noon Eastern. With the other matchup being Graham Fa versus #1 seed E.J. Tackett.
Oh, it's going to be a long flight home.
It's a long flight home no matter what.
Yeah, you know, it's a joy though to watch him compete, to call, you know, his games, his matches, and you know he's been great for so long, and he really set a pretty high bar for the rest of the tour, right? I mean, this guy and what he's done in his career, and to watch him struggle is just not something we're used to.
No, and it isn't. It's a sour ending to a solid season.
Yeah.
He still does not have a singles title since 2003, but he got his 32nd title this year, finished third here, lost to the best player. Look at that.
Congratulations.
For a major championship. So he's still got plenty of fuel. He'll be back.
Yeah, it's not.
And he gets to go home to family.
Yeah.
That is ultimately the best.
Absolutely. It's not like we're never going to see him again.
No, we'll see him again.
Oh, yeah.
I promise. You know who we're going to see again?
Yeah, that guy.
That guy. We will see Chris Vi again in a week when he takes on Jesper Svensson. Lord knows what's going to happen to Jesper next time we see him. In the moment of the match, Chris Vi, you could use almost any of these shots. He was so solid in these two games. And while Jason had a tough day, Chris Vi didn't make it any easier for him. That's for sure. Chris bowled beautifully. And chicken can be boring. The Pilgrims is turning chicken nuggets upside down. I love it. You love it. Put it in a nugget. And the nugget on this is Chris Vi dominates this match.
Mom, wish you could have been here, but happy Mother's Day. I love you. See if we can keep doing this thing.
Yep. Find out on the 18th.
Again, going back to his start against Ryan Barnes, halfway through game one, he shoots 188, bails it out, wins game two, wins the roll-off, and hasn't looked back.
Yeah, that last shot meant nothing.
A lot of respect there, man. Thank you so much.
So Chris Vi has advanced. Our brackets look like this for the semis on the 18th. EJ versus Graham, Jesper versus Chris, and then we'll set it all up for the final on Saturday, May 24th at 2:30 Eastern Time on Fox. A reminder, our coverage of the 2025 PBA playoffs continues next Sunday in FS1 with the semis at noon Eastern right here from Thunderbolt Lanes in Allen Park, Michigan. For Randy Pedersen, Kimberly Pressler, and our entire crew, I'm Dave Lamont. We appreciate you watching the 2025 PBA playoffs on FS1.